and stop. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first. 2 quick outs to the top of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. Jackson Chourio stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Low.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Drilled out towards left center field. Carrying well. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. A solo shot. The Diamondbacks score first. It's 1-0. So 2 down. Now up next for Arizona, Adley Rutschman. Out to short, Crawford. Says it's first. That's the 3rd out. Back here at Fenway Park, and on the hill today, Nick Lodolo. What do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Duran at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Late with the swing there. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. Digging in, Hesung Kim. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2 now. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's George Springer. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get.
Now it's lost to left center. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. That 2-run shot. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-1. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. In the air, right field. Chourio should have this one. And that'll do it. Back here at Fenway, second inning set to go. Spencer Torkelson stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford. One out in the second. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Third baseman, Miguel Rojas.
And that
No,
misses.
that's outside. Ball.
And that's ball one. Rojas measures 5 feet 10 inches, 37 years young. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. And there's 2 away. Alec Thomas now.
Center fielder, Alec Thomas.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. He makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom of the second. So stepping in for Boston, TJ Friedel. That one ripped, but foul. Oh, 1 now. Fought off foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away. Now it's going to be Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out. That is the inning. Back here at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. Luis Campusano stands in now for the Diamondbacks. This one in the air, center field. Friedel gets under it. 1 down. Next to hit for Arizona, Galen Lyle. Ball. This one ripped, but foul to the right. 1-1 now. Swing and a foul out of play. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck back there. And it bangs off the monster. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's at third with 1 away. That's a triple.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Ball, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. A 2-run blast. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-2. 1 down. Bryson Stott, the next to hit. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall. Jackson Chourio stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
That's the ball.
And that one in the air, center field. Friedel under it. And that is that. here in Boston. So stepping in for Boston, J.P. Crawford. And a foul ball. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Thomas quickly gets it back in. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center.
Runner's on the move, and he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Runner edges away at second. Off balance speed, there's 1 and 2. What a play! And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. A double and a run scored his first time up. And that is out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Two outs and a runner at third. Here in the last half of the third. Fights it off. We'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at that. What I like about this guy, his back stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Chorio on the move to the alley. And that is the third out of the inning. Back inside Fenway Park. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Adley Rutschman. The 1-1. One missing low.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
This one drilled right center field. That one headed for the fence and down. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-2. Now at the plate, Spencer Torkelson. Friedel makes his way towards it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Miguel Rojas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Fly to right his first time. Ball. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
2-1 now. That one missed. And he walked him.
Ball 4.
Maybe
Take
a
your
little
base.
loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So a man aboard, and now the center fielder, Alec Thomas. The 0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. towards right center field. Abreu under it. 2 away now. And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Luis Campusano. Wide to center his first time. Swings and fouls one off. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swing and a foul straight back. This to third. To second, and he's ahead. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Bottom 4, Joe stepping in for Boston. Wilson Contreras. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 0-2. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen. Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now TJ Friedl. That's a laser base hit to third. That holds the runner at second base.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Narvaez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. Back here in Boston, we go to the top of the 5th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Well, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health.
Mike Vassell will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ball. Lyle goes 5 feet 11 inches, 195 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2021.
Well, these Diamondbacks putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That pitch came off the bat really well in the center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
The 1-0. That's the third. Plays the plate, and they cut it down. Over to first, safe. Bryson Stott stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Ball misses. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Two down, nobody on. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Hey!
Durant moving under this one. And that is that. Back here at Fenway, so stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
So stepping in for Boston, J.P. Crawford. Single to right in his first trip. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Oh, he can't bring it in. Now he turns and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely. 1 out. Runner at second. Now batting Jarren Duran. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Here's the throw. Safe in the dirt, and they trail by 1. Here's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. The kick in the pitch. Runner goes in the air out to center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his
runner on the go. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. And we're back here at Fenway Park, top of the 6th inning. Jackson Choria stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Outside. That's a ball.
pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss there. Got him swinging for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. Here's Adley Rutschman. He's already homered in this game. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Out number 2. And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Outside with a breaking ball. This one in the air right field. And
no,
it's
that's a foul ball.
That one not close. Ball 2.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. There's a swing and a drive. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras. And it finds its way through the hit. Off to a good start for the leadoff guy.
All over that one right there. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charging, crazy.
Rosario in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. That's out to center field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. He'll score and then tie it.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Next to hit, TJ Frieder. And that's a base hit. Into scoring third. It's an RBI single, 5-4 now as they take the lead. Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Michael Soroka.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
In the dirt. Truck, left center field. This one's deep for a two-run homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-4. Stepping in, Wilyer Abreu. High fly ball lifted into the air right field. And there's one down. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Swing and a miss.
That's the ball.
Well struck right field. And
That went over. It's a ground rule double.
Automatic double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Durant swings through it for strike one. Offering popped in the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Hesung Kim now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Tap to first. Torkelson takes it to the bag, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Back here at Fenway Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Miguel Rojas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time. I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good reload.
On the ground, out to short. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Alec Thomas digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off to the right. The Diamondbacks trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And foul ball.
You're always having a tough time getting the pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jordan Leisure. Capusano at the plate now, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Into center. Friedel flying after this one. And that is that. Here's George Springer to start it off. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Contreras now. He's already homered here in this one. The 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of break. So tough to get that barrel to.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
2 out. Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Now here is Ahmed Rosario. Out towards right center field. Chorio on his way over and makes the grab. And that will end the inning. Back here at Fenway, we go to the 8th. Dalen Lyle stands in now for the Dbacks.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
0-1 down. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and on that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
So now back to the top of the order.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, dude. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way.
With the next to hit, takes ball 1. In the air to left center. Friedel settles under this one. He's got it. Runner tagging for first. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. Fouled off. He was late.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know,
runner on the go. Slash foul down the right side. Ampled off into the seats. And the 0-2. In the air, left field. Durant takes it in for the out. Runners 2 down. Jackson Chorio stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Runner takes off, pitches low. Throw to second, out at second. On to the bottom of the 8th. Joe stepping in for Boston. T.J. Friedel. Up the middle. And he beats
He's in
it.
there.
He's safe.
Hey.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Could get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense.
One away. Wilyer Abreu will hit next. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. It's a pretty good pitch down and away, but an even better job to go down there and get it while driving it to the opposite field for the base hit.
Crawford swings through it for strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 on, 1 out. Double steal. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. Jarren Duran steps to the dish in a big spot. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. On the ground, right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back inside Fenway Park. All set. Lucas Ursay gets handed the rock out of the pen. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Adley Rutschman.
That's the ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Foul ball there. Next pitch way upstairs. 1 down, base is empty here in the ninth. And a foul ball, he stays alive. This one in the air, center field. Friedel on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. So they're down to their final out. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Spencer Torkelson. That misses the zone. Ball 1. The Red Sox trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. The D-backs down to their final strike. Finally, they struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
This one finishes with a final of